Good morning from our side, Kirsty. I know it's much later on your side. Kirsty, give us a sense of what it's like in Sydney at the moment.
People are a little bit freaked out. It's an unusual situation for Sydney. I guess there were terror raids in September, so there has been an escalated sense of fear. But we haven't thought it would actually happen. So. You want to be with your loved ones, and to be honest, I heard, and it was almost a physical reaction, of fear, which is probably what the terrorists want.
Yeah.
But you try not to have that reaction, but you do. It's a natural reaction. It's scary.
Have the authorities, or have you been addressed by authorities? I know that your Prime Minister has addressed you, but what are the kind of precautions and advice that they're giving you at this time?
Pretty much to go about our everyday business as much as you can, So if you're not in the city, in the vicinity of where it's unfolding, then just to keep doing what you do, keep working, go home as usual. But, so that's the advice they're giving us.
Any renewed threats that you are aware of or that have been spoken about? I know that this is the big one that's unfolding right now. There was word as well of some police activity at the Sydney Opera House. I'm not sure if you've heard anything there in Sydney.
Yeah, we heard that. I think there were some road closures, but I think it was mainly precautionary. I don't think there's anything that they can link directly to what's happening at Martin Place.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly nothing that I've heard. No,
okay.
No.
Are there major signs of some increased police presence in the city? Obviously, in that area, there must be a huge police contingency. But elsewhere in the city?
Look, I was probably about 3 suburbs away when it happened, and apart from the helicopters overhead, there wasn't much that I could see. I'm now, I live on the Northern Beaches, which is a nice little pocket away from it all. And no, there hasn't been any threat. I wouldn't feel threatened here at all.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, because I know that at this point that what we're reporting on is that we've seen some of the hostages running out of that cafe. I think about 3 of them, including one of the staff members. So police are moving in at a very fast rate. Well, I suppose we can just tell you to take it easy and thank you so much for talking to us about what things are like there in Sydney.
No problem at all.
All right. That's Kirsty Williams. She lives in Sydney, just giving us a sense as to what is happening there and how the authorities are telling them to just move on with their daily lives, but still obviously being very cautious at this time. We'll continue to monitor that story as it breaks right here this morning.